This week, I'm letting go of my ideal slow morning and discovering a new rhythm. Yesterday, my daughter started school, a big milestone for her, but it's also meant letting go of the peaceful mornings I've come to cherish. Our familiar daily rhythm has shifted, and we're all learning to adapt. In today's video, I'm sharing our school morning routine and how I'm finding small rituals, new rhythms, and moments of calm in the midst of change. To be honest, this milestone has been quietly looming on the edges of my mind for some time. Apart from the logistics of getting the kids to school through peak hour traffic and finding the elusive car park all before 8:30, I've also been a little worried about how to get them to wake up an hour earlier than they used to. I've always been a worrier, thinking about all the different things that could happen and what things could go wrong and how I could fix them or prepare for it. But lately, I've been learning to let that go, because more often than not, the worst case scenario never eventuates and things turn out much easier than I expect. And Caitlin's first day yesterday was no different. Things worked out perfectly and I stressed for nothing. This experience has reminded me that I need to let go of all the what ifs and instead place my energy into things that I can actually control. Getting up early in the morning gives me the time and space to prepare calmly and show up with presence. So that's what my early mornings will look like on school days. Preparing breakfasts, packing lunches, and being fully there for my daughter as she steps into this exciting new chapter of her life. It's time for my morning milk tea. This is my non-negotiable anchor habit for the morning. Even though today is not going to follow my usual slow rhythm, this little ritual keeps me grounded amidst the chaos. As I don't drink coffee, this is my version of a morning pick-me-up. I love the warmth and the creaminess, and I really enjoy this brief moment until my husband walks in. Good morning. Another comforting part of my routine is steaming some hot buns for breakfast. I'll be using this cooker to steam the buns as I want to use my steam air fryer to make breakfast for the kids. Since the kids aren't used to getting up so early yet, we haven't had the time to eat breakfast at home, so I'm going to air fry some mini egg muffins for them to eat in the car ride. They're really easy to make and it's easy for the kids to hold in the car without making too much of a mess. I didn't follow a recipe, just cracked in 3 eggs to start, but I did add a 4th egg in later. If you wanted to make a full-size muffin, then I'd recommend using 6 eggs. It's probably easier if you have them in the air fryer first before filling the muffin cups, but I'm only filling them up halfway, so it shouldn't be too hard to transport them afterwards. You can add in any fillings you desire. Today I'm going to use some ham and corn. And I'll make sure to add extra corn for my little boy who's absolutely obsessed with corn. I love using the air fryer because it's quicker than waiting for an oven to heat up, so it's perfect for the morning when you want to save time. So yesterday was the first day of school, and I can tell you that it wasn't as hard as I expected. And in fact, it went so smoothly we arrived 30 minutes early to school. So today I feel confident enough to slow down a little and take a few minutes for myself over breakfast. If you've been following me the past few months, you'll know that slow living is something new to me. but it's a journey that I embarked on so that I could take better care of myself and in turn take better care of my loved ones. But in trying to perfect the slow morning routine, I think I forgot that mornings aren't meant to be curated, they're meant to be lived. So the slow mornings that I enjoy will always be there, for example on the weekends. But maybe the real luxury isn't having endless time to yourself. Maybe it's learning to find yourself in between all of life's little moments. In the packed lunch made with love, in the car ride conversations, or in the quiet pride of watching your child walk confidently into their new world. This is the new season we're moving into. It's a little earlier, a little faster, but still intentional. Something I've learnt since becoming a mother is that everything changes in the blink of an eye. One moment you're adjusting, and the next, you've adapted without even realising it. The things that once felt overwhelming soon become a familiar and comforting part of the rhythm. Maybe you've heard the phrase, the days are long, but the years are short, and I think this is so true. We absolutely need to cherish all the little moments and celebrate every single milestone. I know it won't be long before they're grown up and heading out into the world, chasing dreams of their own. So for now, I'll be here, cherishing these ordinary, precious mornings. Moving on to lunchboxes, I want to make them some wraps I know they'll love. I'm popping seaweed, ham, and Kewpie mayo into a wrap. I know it sounds really strange, but trust me, it tastes really good, and the kids absolutely love it. I always pop a yogurt pouch into their lunchbox. These pouches are great for avoiding mess, but they can be a little tricky for little hands to open. So I always make sure I break the seal and loosen the lid ahead of time. And this will be really good for Caitlin because there isn't always a teacher around at lunchtime. The rest of the lunchbox is usually a mix of the same formula. I'll pop in crackers, fruits, nuts, and also a little treat. And today's one is this little mini chocolate, and I know that they'll definitely love that. I wonder if you might be making a lunchbox today? Let me know your go-to ideas, as I'd love to keep things interesting for my kids. There was a lot to do this morning, but I think I got there in the end. It's only 7 o'clock, and honestly, I'm already a little tired, but it's time to go and wake the kids. Did you have a good sleep? Yeah? All ready for your second day of school?
Microphone. Microphone for what? What's that?
The camera.
No, what's the little thing for?
It's called a microphone. Everybody in? Wow, it's still so dark outside. And it's really foggy too. It's only the beginning, but already I can feel us growing into this new rhythm. If you'd like to see what my old ideal slow morning looks like, you can watch that video up here. Thank you for being here. I'll see you next time.